Hey everyone. No, I'm not 9 months on T already. But I wanted to start posting some videos that were more specific to different things that are going on. Um, I made this wonderful list. So this video is going to be called my FTM Chest, and I'm going to be talking about um, top surgery and binding at the gym and chest dysphoria, and what I've noticed the changes based on with my chest. Um, so first, I'll talk about what's different about my chest since I started T. I've noticed it's shrunk down quite a bit, and when I flex, it's pecs. It's totally pecs, and it doesn't hurt anymore at all. Like at all. It's just I can just beat on it, and it just like it doesn't hurt. So like flex, it's just pec muscles. So that's wonderful. That's incredibly exciting. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can at building up those muscles more for when I get top surgery. So it'll look just like the chest I've always wanted. Um, so then that leads me into surgery. I called my insurance. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield situs in Illinois, and um, every insurance plan is different. So this isn't gonna say that yours will cover it or anything. Even if you have Blue Cross Blue Shield in Illinois, um, you're gonna have to call and find out. But I called, and um, it will be covered with proof of medical necessity, is what they said. So I'm gonna have to go and get a letter from a therapist to take to the surgeon that I've chosen. So I'm starting the process of that. On Tuesday, I'm gonna be going to my hormone doctor again to find out if they can refer me to a therapist, and I have to get my levels checked again. Um, so we'll see that day. That's starting the process. So really excited. But I know that with the doctor that I'm going to, they schedule surgeries 4 to 5 months out in advance. So that still leaves me at least 4 to 5 months till I can get it. But the quicker I get these first steps out of the way, the quicker those 4 to 5 months will start counting down. So then that gets me to with my chest shrinking and everything and becoming more pec-like, that's given me a lot less chest dysphoria. Binding looks a lot nicer. It doesn't look as much like before. It used to look like my chesticles were being just pressed down, and they looked like awkwardly like shaped. Like in my opinion, you could tell really easily that I didn't have a natural male chest. Um, and I still notice sometimes with the way this binder is that it kind of like squeezes in certain spots at odd times. I don't like that so much. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to not having to bind anymore. Of course, like all of us are. Well, not necessarily all of us. I don't know. Whoever feels that way, if you feel the same way. But yeah, my dysphoria is getting less because of that, and that's really nice. But I still do have it, and when I go shopping at the store, I try everything on just to make sure that it's gonna make my chest look proper the way I want it to look. I won't buy anything that makes it look the way I don't want it to look, obviously. So I try to avoid light colors that show anything through at all. I also, my binder is black, so I can't really wear white stuff. And then I try to find things with like a graphic on the front because I feel like that helps to cover up anything. It doesn't, like, in the shirt, I can't tell. I feel like if I can't tell, then nobody can tell, because I'm my worst critic when it comes to, I'm super particular when it comes to all that. So if I can't tell, it's great, in my opinion. So yeah, I try to avoid lighter colors and tighter clothing too, because tighter clothing can like squeeze in all the wrong places, and it's just like that doesn't look right. And then also, like, sometimes if it's too tight, you can like see the outline of the binder. So like, here, I'll pretend it's tight. You can see like the outline of the binder, and so I try to wear things that are looser, so you can't really see, and it helps to like pull away at the shirt, so it's not like you can't see it, you know. At first, when I put it on, sometimes you can see it, but then I just pull away and I make it like kind of looser, like it is, and it fixes it. Excuse me. So that's that. Sorry, I'm reading my list. Oh yeah, sometimes when I go shopping too, I actually choose shirts that I know are gonna look better, much better, specifically after I get top surgery, even if they fit me now, but maybe are a little tiny bit loose, but I know that they're gonna make my chest look really nice. I mean, I have a feeling that the shirts are gonna just look better, obviously, but there's some that specifically I choose that are for later. Like this one, hang on. So really, it's more like if I like a shirt a lot, and I don't want to not buy it just because of that. It like it fits well, but then like this one. It's white, so it's white, and so you can see my binder through it, and it'll probably end up being a little bit tighter around here. But I really liked the shirt, so I didn't want to not buy it. And it's a little bit big, so when I bulk out a little bit more, it'll fit even better. I don't do that all the time because, frankly, that's probably not the best idea, but just like every once in a while. Anyways, next. Oh, I hurt my wrist about 3 weeks ago, and I know I just went like this earlier, but it kind of hurts. That kind of reminded me. I have trouble with like this motion on this wrist, so that makes it very difficult to do certain exercises like push-ups, but I found out that I can do them on my fists, so I just push up with my fists, which is awesome. And a lot of the Olympic lifting that I do in CrossFit is difficult. Like with the front rack, you can't really do that very well without your wrist bending backwards, because that's actually how I hurt my wrist. The weight just fell. It was supposed to fall forward, but it ended up, my elbow got stuck on my knee, and it ended up just rolling backwards on my hands and just crunched my wrist. So I did something like this the other day to do back squats, and it just rolled into my neck, and it was painful. But anyways, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I noticed that, well, I didn't work out at all for 2 weeks. Maybe some squats here and there, but pretty much nothing. And some sit-ups and stuff, but nothing compared to what I normally do. So I noticed that causes me more dysphoria. Like, I'm noticing my body more, and it makes me feel weak, and like it made me feel like just not the way that I feel like I look. So that made it a little bit difficult. So I noticed when I'm injured, it's just, and I can't work out, it's really difficult. So, and I mean, I worked out this morning. I went to CrossFit and they modified it for me. And then all of a sudden when I got home, I felt so much better. Like, I didn't change just from the one workout. Like, I still look the same as I looked yesterday. But, like, I don't know. There's something crazy about working out that just makes it so much better. So if you're struggling with body dysphoria, I mean, I recommend working out. raises the endorphins, and I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm getting closer to what I want to be. Not that we all need to be like super crazy fit. I mean, do whatever you want, but if that's what you're going for, you know, just going to the gym helps me emotionally a lot with that dysphoria. So, which leads me to binding at the gym. I've gotten a lot of questions about if I wear my binder when I go and work out. I gotta stop doing that because I'm gonna hurt myself. I get a lot of questions about if I wear my binder when I work out. And the answer is unfortunately yes. I know that it's not recommended, and I do say that it is not comfortable, and I do have I have a very hard time breathing when I do. But for me, the dysphoria of wearing certain other things just was too much at the time. And that's just speaking from like the beginning of my transition, in the beginning of when I started testosterone. But since my dysphoria is less, so actually today, after someone asked me one more time today, I actually tried wearing just a regular like athletic compression shirt underneath, like a looser t-shirt, and that actually worked really well, and it was much more comfortable and easier to breathe. So if you're smaller chested, I totally recommend just wearing an athletic compression t-shirt. And the one I have is from Reebok. I can show you that. Hang on. So it's from Reebok, and it did a pretty nice job. Like, it was totally comfortable. So it's just compresses, you know. So then I just wore a loose fitting t-shirt over it, and it was totally fine. So I think I'm just going to continue doing that in the future instead of, you know, causing potential damage by wearing a binder when I work out. So I definitely don't recommend doing that. Don't wear a binder when you work out. It's not recommended by me or a lot of other people. Another thing you can do, a lot of guys I know layer up on multiple sports bras, like a couple sports bras, which will help press more. Sorry, my phone stopped the last one. I kind of ran out of space. But anyways, that was pretty much at the end. So that's some stuff about my FTM chest. If you have any questions, let me know. You can also find me on Instagram at the same screen name, Gorilla Shrimp, and I'm also on Tumblr, and I have a Twitter now, but I don't know how much I'm going to use it. All the same, Gorilla Shrimp is my username. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave comments below. I'm totally happy to answer questions, and yeah. Thank you all. Have a good one.